for conference matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Reinbold. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Jayhawks offense takes the field for the first time today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they've faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So challenges coming his way for sure.
Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Overton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do?
They'll try to blast their way in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. And the Jayhawks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 33. And the South Carolina offense will take
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the number 2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We reach the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to Davis. Finding an escape route. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. They can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. At the 45 on its way. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to 4. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Fast motion into jet sweep. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on third down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it and getting the first.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 fourth-down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
As a quarterback, this is good.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll move the wide receiver. The Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Puts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Overton. Turns it on in midfield. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Motion from the back. He might want another play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Overton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armour. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
South Carolina.
The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches. But man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions? Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Overton. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooks. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 41. 2nd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Gamecocks will go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
South Carolina, 23. Kansas, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Lowers those pads. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Armour. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Overton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
To the ground. He's got it again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Gets rid of it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing forward, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them back up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short down. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They'll run the sneak for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Overton. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to change this route. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get outside. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Here's the give off the left side. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time.